Okay, so occurs means that it takes place, right? That there's an event. So the weathering of rocks occurs through your you're using the preposition through to gesture to an explanation. So it occurs through something happening, something else happening. So this happens through something else, and in this case, it's through processes. So we're using occurs through, the preposition through, to give an explanation or to start to give an explanation there. Yeah. So I think weathering is like erosion. It's like the way that rocks are they're gradually smoothed and eventually destroyed by a range of processes.
Let me show
Um,
you.
yeah.
The breaking down, does it mean this?
Yeah, that's right. It's eroding, breaking down, dissolving, cracking. Yeah.
Okay.
So if rock emerges or is created through a volcanic process, um, like let's say lava comes out of a volcano or through some other geological process, and then it sits there as rock on the surface of the earth. The weathering is its exposure to the weather. Its exposure to all of the forces that it encounters in the atmosphere that then gradually change it. Usually they degrade it or erode it. Um, yeah, and then so they've talked about this occurring, and they're breaking up that occurrence into two different kinds of processes, and then they're explaining first one and then the other. That's how that's working. Um, your next question, was it about so can also change the environmental chemistry. That is, the environmental chemistry is doing something to chemical weathering. So can also change the environmental chemistry, producing chemical weathering. But you have to take the two out of there. Um, uh, contributing to, I think contribution, because it, like if I said assisting chemical weathering, it would imply that there was a person helping, whereas contributing is something that a process can do. It can add an element. Um,
Great. And also, Adam, instead of results from, can we say another word, results in, for example? No.
no. So in this case, that would be the wrong way around in terms of causes.
Mm.
So chemical weathering is when the rock breaks down because of chemical change. So it's when that breakdown results from chemical change. So if the rock's chemistry changes in some way, for example, if the environment changes, then the surface of the rock, its chemistry will change as it begins to interact with the environment differently.
Okay,
Um,
great.
yeah, so it has to be results from if we're using this expression.